In this bulletin, goods trains heading to Europe, imposing duty on A4 paper, and taking a ride in Egypt are among the top printing consumables stories this week. Hello, I'm David Gibbons. Let's look at the top 10 imaging news stories for the week. A goods train containing baby milk, pharmaceuticals and machinery has just arrived in Yiwu, China after a 12,000-kilometre trip from London. The return trip will see many Chinese manufactured products, including printing consumables, entering the lucrative UK and Eurozone markets. The 20-day rail link has become the world's second longest rail route and has become a modern-day Silk Road through many Western and Central European countries. Almost 1,200 people from 25 countries have come together in Cairo, Egypt for an imaging industry first. Representatives of cartridge trade associations in Europe, USA, China as well as Egypt came together for the very first time to provide legal and market advice. 70 exhibits provided technical support and new product information. The Australian government is set to impose a duty on paper being imported into the country. A4 paper from Brazil, China, Thailand and Indonesia is allegedly being dumped into the market there with margins of up to 45%. The government is worried the local Australian paper industry is suffering as a result with reduced revenue and profits. And turning to OEM news, we find Xerox's A4 business has slumped during the first quarter of this year. Hardware device sales have slumped 5.5% and managed print services have also declined by 1.7% compared to the same time last year. Canon, on the other hand, has seen a reversal of its previous decline with solid sales in colour laser printers and copiers and a steady sale of inkjet printers thanks to its refillable ink tank models. And Fuji Xerox is under investigation for fraud in New Zealand. The Serious Fraud Squad of New Zealand is monitoring the publicly listed company that had picked up $55 million worth of government contracts. And following its exit from the Australian and New Zealand market, Office Depot has wound up its business in South Korea. And in this week's wrap-up comes news that empty soda bottles can be transformed into useful building materials thanks to 3D printing technology. The Hasso-Plattner Institute in Germany has invented its TrussFab software that calculates all the necessary stresses and loads in a project and how many bottles are needed to build it. TrussFab has figured out how many to make a chair from soda bottles that can support a 100-kilogram person. And for all the details of these stories and other breaking news every day, go to our website at rtmworld.com or get a copy of our monthly News and Views magazine with industry leaders mounting up on Egyptian camels on the front cover. Thanks for keeping in touch with This Week Today. I'm David Gibbons.